welcome to my journey. It's Tuesday, but we're not through it. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm sitting here in my gown tail. It's just, looks just like a tank top that I normally wear, but I'm not ready to put a bra on my incision because that's where it is, the top one. So, can't do nothing, go nowhere. So I'm just sitting around in my gown tail. So I thought I would come on and give you a little update about how the surgery went and all this and that. Show you the little pieces that go to it. I got 2 boxes over here. I thought, oh, you might be interested because it was all new to me. Some of you probably have one or know somebody that does, and then if you don't, this just be a little, maybe something interesting to you. I don't know. But I went, well, Thursday before I went, we had the babies, had all 3 of them. Me and Holly took them to eat. We went to CC's, and then which is a pizza buffet. It's just little thin little pizza, but it's good pizza. And you know what? Me and David hadn't been in, I don't know, years. And I took Sebastian last spring break, and that's the first time I had been in years, and David hadn't been in years. Because we used to go all the time when the kids were little because it was so cheap to feed your family to go out and eat. So dirt cheap. Lo and behold, the senior buffet is a little over $4. She said, I'm gonna give you the senior buffet, but next time you can just go ahead and ask for it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know there was one. I guess she could tell we were with the daughter and the grandchildren, so she could tell we were seniors just by looking at us. But it saved us like, I don't know, $5 or something. So yeah. And I got water, and Dave got a drink, and if it was just the 2 of us, we could go and eat for nothing. So anyway, we took them there, and then we took them to the Stars and Strikes to play video games. And then Sebastian went home with Holly and Jacob and spent the night. And they went to like a splash pad, stuff like that. We have these water restrictions, but these splash pads and stuff that reuse their water, they let them work, let them run. Because it's been super hot, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it feels good. I had David get the door for me so I could see how it felt out here, if I felt like recording out here or back in the room. It's really nice out here today. I think the high yesterday was 75, and today's supposed to be in the 80s, and then it's supposed to climb back up to the 90s. But whatever it is out here right now is very nice. So Friday, I had to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I wasn't sure where I fell in line. Well, it turned out I was the second one. Well, let me just tell y'all. This is a surgery center, not a generic surgery center where you just go have any old kind of surgery. It is my doctors, my neurosurgeons, it's their group's surgery center. They built it for themselves. So unless it's your big rods and screws type back surgeries and any other kind of surgeries they do them all at their surgery centers. Well, that's where I've gone and got the trial. That's where I have gotten ablation, but I didn't know how it would be like for actual surgery. Oh my gosh, makes the hospital like a slum. Unbelievable. They get you in there, you're not laying around for hours. They come in there and they start on you immediately. They immediately started having all the different people visit me, getting the IV, which it took them 4 times to do that. 3 times. They finally got the NICU nurse who used to work in NICU, and they said when they can't get it, they get her. She got it right away. And the anesthesiast nurse, the surgeon, the OR nurse, everybody that had anything to do with it, I mean, they jumped on me immediately. I thought I was going to be sitting in there for like a couple hours waiting for get my turn. No, I think I was second because they took the woman that was there ahead of me. They took her in, then they took me in. But we were out. We had to be there at 6, and we were out maybe around noonish or thereafter. I can't really remember. I do know after surgery, I had to stay in recovery for 3 hours. I do know that much. They just want to make sure you don't have any numbness. He drove that point home to me again, to David. The other nurse, they drove it home. If you have any numbness, tingling, weakness in your legs, you get to the ER immediately, because that's when you can have a bad result. You do not want to get paralyzed. So anyway, I got treated like a queen, and quickly, and they were so nice, and everybody has called. Boston Scientific, that's who makes my stimulator. That's the group that makes mine. They've called twice. The surgery center's called. Listen, it's been an experience, but let me tell you, the pain is real. The surgery pain. Now I got at my bra line about that big up and down an incision, and then down here at my lower back on the right side is my battery pack, and it's poking out. I don't know if that's swollen or if it's going to stay poked out. I didn't see the battery pack before it went in, so I don't really know how big it is. I know how big my swollen area is, about yay big, and it sticks out about that much, but I'm not sure what the battery pack looks like. And it is the rechargeable kind. So here, let me show you. Listen, I got 2 spots. Oh, I did ask. Okay, my restrictions are no raising my arms over my head, no bending, no twisting, no picking up anything over 5 pounds for 6 weeks. So I did ask him, could I drive, because I asked the nurse there, I said, now can I drive to my 2-week post-op? Or she said, well, you ask your doctor. She said, let them tell you. So I messaged them and I said I had 2 questions. One was, when can I wash this baby down off my back? Because the nurse, when I left, she said, just let the water run over it. Don't mess with it. And there's no bandages or anything, and it's all glued together. David said it looked like it was sewed on the outside. I said, well, maybe it was glued on the inside because they cut through your muscles and your ligaments. I didn't realize that. That's why it hurt so bad. I did not realize they had to do that, and they did. But, so she said today I could actually wash my back. So I got my little poop on a stick and just gently wash it. I'm gonna have to get David to get the betadine off that they put when they operate, you know, because I can see it in the mirror. And then he said I could drive in 2 weeks. He said I could drive to my appointment, and I can drive short distances. So I'm stuck in this house for 2 solid weeks. Y'all know I like to drive. Y'all know I like to drive and hear my music. Y'all know I like to thrift. Y'all know if I'm sitting at home and something just crawls up in my head and I want to run out and do it and check on it, then I do it. I am that person. I'm very spontaneous about it. If I want to get up and go, I go. And this 2 weeks is going to drive me insane. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to do it. It is only Tuesday, and it's been just since Friday, and I'm already going berserk. Have some good old tea this morning. So Sebastian, bless his heart, he's been wanting to come over, and I told Holly, I said, just try to explain to him best you can that I just can't right now. Because, I mean, he's 9, he can tend to himself, but he still wants me to get up making macaroni and cheese. He can't make macaroni and cheese, and he'll want to play games, and I'm not up to that. Because I'm still, the pain is less today, but I'm still in a lot of pain. And I got a spot back on this side, below the shoulder blade, that is like a hot poker when I move it the right way. There's one over here on this side, but up here where the incision is, it's not. But over here where there is no incision, and I don't know why it's way on this side. If I hit it just the right way, getting in out of bed, getting up and down out of my chair, any little thing, hot poker. It's terrible. But they did give me some pain medication and some muscle relaxers, so I've been utilizing those. And he did say I could drive as long as I wasn't taking no pain medications and short distances. So I don't remember what day my 2 week is. Seems like the 21st is in my head for some reason. So I don't know what day that is on, but you know I'll be thrifting that week. But I don't know that I can even thrift by myself, because if there's anything up high, I can't get it. And if there's anything down low, I can't get it. And if it weighs over 5 pounds, I can't get it. So is it even worth going thrifting by myself? Maybe, would you put that in my buggy for me? Get there. Could you have somebody unload my car for me? And I still haven't heard back from my record player yet. So I haven't got it. Hopefully they'll get it done and it won't be costing too much. Let me wait for my cousin. She lives right down there. But I will show you the parts. Okay, so here's box 1. This is it's a cell phone. This is your controller. This is your cell phone. We set it at a baseline, no vibrating, tingling, none of that. Just a baseline, no feel. And so far, it's done wonderful. The parts that hurt me, I told David, I said, it's kind of hard to tell if my back hurts, the part that we worked on, because of the surgery pain. It's kind of hard to tell. But like I woke up this morning, I slept in so late that I woke up and my back was aching. But then I got up and my back wasn't aching. So it's working. It's working. When I can get over this surgery pain, I'm going to be like a brand new person. But this is this, and it's got a charger. So this is how you control your stimulator. And then to charge it, which he said since it's turned down low this week, he said I shouldn't even have to touch with the charger, so I hadn't even opened it up. This, another box. It's got, okay, so there's a battery pack, and that's your charger. I don't know what the battery pack, I don't see a hole in this, but it comes with a, oh, and there's something in here too, and it comes with a belt. And what I'm guessing is you put this down in the belt, because the surgeon was telling me you put it in the belt and you slide it around where it's on top of your hold on, there's a flatbed going the driveway over there. I don't know what he's going to pick up. I don't know, but you put that in the belt, and you put the belt on, and you put the charger over top of the battery pack in your body. And he said you can wear it like an hour a week. So it was either that kind or the kind that they take out and replace. So this one, I think it lasts many years before they have to replace it. Many years. And he asked me, he said, which side did I want it on? I said, I don't really know. He said, well, are you right or left-handed? I said, right-handed. He said, well, let's do the right side, because then it'll be easier for you just to like fix it, you know. So that's where I am in my surgery. I am excited that it happened. It's just one more thing. You hate to think of a surgery on a bucket list, but honey, when you live with chronic pain for years and years and years, and a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about, you're ready for anything. You're ready for anything. So there's another thing off my bucket list. And hopefully when all this surgery pain goes away, I'm going to be a new woman. I'm hoping, because you know how I've been kind of bleh, I'm hoping getting rid of the pain is going to get rid of that. Maybe it's going to give me a new perspective, feeling better, not feeling so dragged down all the time. So that's what I'm hoping. Wisdom. Let me tell y'all, I call David the warden. That man tends to me. Lord, that man tends to me, and he makes sure I ain't doing nothing I ain't supposed to be doing. I told him, I said, you're going to have to, because he was off Thursday, and then, of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, he went back to work last night. I said, you're going to have to go to work to get a vacation for everything you're doing around this house. You would be surprised the simple, everyday things that require you to bend, twist, or stretch, or pick up over 5 pounds. I even Googled, because we buy our milk in half-a gallons, I even Googled how much a half a gallon of milk weighed, and it was like 4.63 ounces, pounds and ounces. So I told David, I said, okay, I can pick up my milk. But like I made him some tea yesterday, but I couldn't pick up the gallon jug to put it in the fridge, because that's more than 5 pounds. So there's all kinds of little things. And like the stoneware where we bake some cinnamon rolls, I told him, I said, well, you better pick that up because it's heavy. And then I had to bend over. I'm learning how to do a plie, to get to lower things that I need to, things that aren't too heavy or things I need to pick up or whatever. I'm doing a ballerina's plie to get down to it. Couldn't do that if I hadn't lost weight and got my knees fixed. Couldn't be doing that. So it all plays in together. And speaking of, yesterday was my birthday. I am now 64 years old. I was supposed to say 64 degrees. I am 64 years old. I cannot believe it. I was in my 50s when I started this channel, and here I am in my 60s. That's just hard for me to believe. It's hard for me to believe. But if you will, pray for Holly, my Holly. You know, she was in the hospital Christmas, and she's got an immune disorder they discovered, and she's collected more fluid around her lungs, and so she just found that out yesterday, and she's got to find out if it's the kind that they can deal with a steroid, or she's got to have them drained again. And I know she's nervous because she had it drained twice in the hospital, and she told me, she said, I cried like a baby. It hurt, and I hope she don't have to do that again. But she's got to get a new pulmonologist, because she went to him with tightness when she can't catch a full breath, and he said, let's just try new inhalers. Well, she had a cold and earache, and so she went to her regular doctor, and she told her regular doctor about it too. She goes, oh no, we're gonna do a x-ray of everything. So she went on down. She did more than the pulmonologist, who was supposed to be the lung doctor, and that's who found out about the fluid. I told her, I said, you are changing pulmonologist. She said, yes, I am. I said, that is not a good doctor. That's a sorry excuse for a doctor. That's your specialty, is the lungs. And you didn't even, knowing her history, knowing what she went through at Christmas, and then what she's got now, my goodness. So she's got to try to find her a new one of those. I said, you better start now, because it might take you 6 months before you can ever get back in with them, you know, especially as a new patient. So if y'all remember her, to get that taken care of. I think I told you, since she come out with that, and then I got the psoriasis, which is also an immuno disorder. We went to eat, whatever that Sunday was, we went to do thrifting. She come up. We were going to do that one thing, and then it closed early, so we just went to the Goodwills and we went to eat Mexican food, me and her and Jacob. And she was talking about, I've been Googling, you can't take this and that. I thought, oh, I didn't think about that. She goes, we were talking about it back and forth. She says, look at us, immunocompromised besties. So I feel like I passed it on to her. I'm wondering, I meant to ask my doctor, and it didn't cross my mind until after the fact, but you know how the year before last, I had the itching, the extreme itching, but no rash, and then I got it again this spring, almost the exact same time, and then it broke out in psoriasis. I'm wondering if the there don't be nobody trying to come to my house and sell nothing. If I had immunocompromised situation underlying, and then I passed it on to her because it is hereditary. So that makes me feel bad. But anyway, listen, I had somebody come to the door yesterday, and I had it open because I was expecting a Amazon delivery. And he come up, and I could tell he was there to sell something. I told him, I said, look, I said, I'm not going to buy anything. He goes, well, you don't have to sound so ill. I said, look, I just had surgery, and I don't feel good, so no thank you. And he's still standing there trying to talk to me. I just threw my hand up and walked away. I know you're out here trying to make a living, but come on. And if he comes up here, I'm going to tell him, no, don't come, because he's knocking on his door. Because somebody dropped him off in the car. He's going to start walking the neighborhood, bet me. He's trying to find him. His garage is open. He's trying to find him out there. I just don't like door to door. I just don't like door to door. Anything door to door. And like you say, you put the signs up, they don't care. They don't care. Not even in the least. So, I don't really think I have nothing else to tell you. I'll just be stuck in the house for 2 weeks, so I can't think of any kind of videos that I'm going to make. There's no thrifting to make. And I ain't going to make no cooking. Unless I could come on and talk to you, but you know what? Stuck in the house for 2 weeks, I really ain't gonna have nothing to say. I ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. So I don't know when you're gonna see another video, but I did want to give you a little update, let you know how I'm doing. And thank you for all your thoughts and prayers and well wishes and all this and that, and your birthday well wishes. I appreciate all that too. So that's all I know today. And guess what? I'll see you when I see you.